When you look at it, it looks very intense and of course a bit scary. It isn't scary at all.
You're paving the way. That's how I see it.
She's actually become a great source of inspiration for me as well. My biggest inspiration starting out was an athlete representing Great Britain who started the sport when she was 28 years old. Lifting weights, I would have never imagined lifting 5 years ago. Would have been sure it was impossible for me to do. I've trained with the Italian team, Slovenian team. Before the World Championships in 2019, I suffered a not so great injury to my ankle, which put me out of training for a lot longer than I would have ever thought it would.
For how long you've been full-time weightlifting?
Now it's been 5 years, yes.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
Hopefully still in the sport of weightlifting.
I can guess, not hopefully, I can guess that you will be.
Yes, yes.
But is there any type of competition or a record or something that you really want and you're working hard for it?
Yes, so
can you tell us?
In terms of numbers, there's definitely numbers in the snatch and the clean and jerk I want to hit before I retire. There are definitely those magic numbers I'm looking for. But also, I've been to every major competition except the Olympic Games. And they were meant to happen last year, but of course they got postponed to this year. And hopefully they will go on in 2021. So that would be the last competition to kind of gather up every single big competition in weightlifting. So that would be the next aim. However, whether it happens or not, I'm very proud of all my accomplishments trying to get to the Olympics.
Can you tell us a bit your bests, your personal bests, like squat, and so even our followers get?
Yes. So in weightlifting we do 2 lifts in competition, which are the snatch, which is a movement from the floor directly overhead in one swift movement, and also the clean and jerk, which is a movement that goes from the ground to the shoulders and then overhead. In the snatch, my personal best at the moment is 88 kilos, and in the clean and jerk, I've done 108 kilos together, but I've cleaned, so from the floor to the shoulders, 110, and I've also managed to put 115 overhead. In terms of squat, maybe it's more of a familiar movement for anyone who goes to the gym. For back squat, I've managed 160 kilos, and front squat, I've managed 130 kilos.
If you listen to yourself, for example, you listened to yourself 5 years ago.
Yes.
What you were saying today.
I'd be so happy.
What Yazmin is.
Yes, 100%.
And you have to be. Yes, for sure, for sure. And if there is someone who is interested to learn more about weightlifting, what is your take? How to go around it? Especially from someone who it's like you're paving the way. That's how I see it. Like you're the first one, and you're like paving the way. It's always like that, especially in sports.
Yes. My suggestion is not to be intimidated by such an intense sport. When you look at it, it looks very intense and of course a bit scary. It isn't scary at all. And we're very lucky to have an association that's very welcoming to newcomers.